In the middle, right over here someplace, and he had scars on his face. He lived a hard life along the way, and he's got a grin on his face so bright you could read by it, and tears running down his face. And he said afterwards, "What happened?" He said, "I just realized that today the parole department of the state of Ohio has no more claim on my life. And God thinks I'm beautiful." Gentlemen, that's what God thinks about us. You know, because we look at this, I'm nothing, I'm not to look at you, but I am so beautiful. And Isaiah says he tends his flock like a shepherd and gathers the lambs into his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads along those who have young. The Lord enjoys hanging with you. He's not there to cause you discontent and upheaval and anxiety or pain, because you're like no one that's ever been created before. You are absolutely unique. Now, we don't think we're actually God's delight after we've made such a mess of things, but we think sometimes that God is never happy. God is very happy with us. God is very pleased, especially when we do what He wants us to do. Now, as I shared, I have music playing in my head all the time. I have music playing in my head all the time. We know I teach at the school. I teach all the dead people. I'm like the kid in The Sixth Sense. I see dead people. I teach Salvation Army history. I teach Old Testament. I teach church history. Everybody is croaked. There's not one living person in that entire bunch except me. So, what do you think? Athanasius, you've been dead for 1,200 years. Oh, okay. Okay? But I stop and think that music plays a large part of what happens in our worship. We know that even King Saul, if you read through back, that King Saul would, when he get in one of his terrible, terrible depressive moods, young David would come into the palace and play his harp, and somehow or other he'd make him feel better. I don't think David played a harp. David played a Jimi Hendrix model Fender-Caster electric guitar. And he was playing for King Saul one night. When they were dancing and moving to the groove, and just then somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy!" You know the rest of the song? Oh, you got whatever you were playing already. The rest of the song says, "Lay down that boogie and play that funky music till you die." And Saul picked up a javelin and tried to do just that. See, music is in all that stuff. But I see pictures. I see movies. I see things in my head that are really interesting. The right side of my brain is a very challenging place to go. You really have to have a whip and a bullwhip and a gun and anything else to go inside the right side of my brain, because that's where all the fun happens. Let me tell you about one of my heroes. He has one verse in the Bible. And I think he was an officer's kid. Because in Judges chapter 3, it says, "After Ehud came Shamgar, the son of Anak, who struck down 600 Philistines with an ox goad. He too saved Israel." Yeah. And then, well, he was probably an officer's kid. I've lived most of my life. Oh, you're Ray and Betty's boy. And then once in a while, you're Christina's father. In the middle, about 6 o'clock, where the pendulum is me. But Shamgar gets one verse. "After Ehud, the judge before him, came Shamgar, the son of Anak." We have no idea who Anak was, what he did, anything else. He could have been an accountant, a truck driver, anything. We have no idea. But we know that Shamgar, the son of Anak, struck down and killed 600 Philistines with an ox goad and saved Israel. What is an ox goad? Anybody know? Raise your hand and tell me what an ox goad is.
Well, the ox.
It's a pointy stick. Make believe this has got a point on it. This is what you do to motivate an ox. It even comes with instructions.